What's going on, people? I'm just messing around, getting some more artwork done. Look at that, huh? Getting some of the details, roughing out some of the details. This guy and his, I don't know if you've seen it. I've done a lot more work on this. This is all going to be black background with these guys fading out of the background. And then here comes this guy. I've put more details in there. You can see him swimming up to the boat, and some school of fish in there. You can see the inside of the submarine coming together now with another guy in the sub. And then you can see the boat down there, and you can see they're firing on them. There's a couple rounds. There's a couple more rounds whizzing by them, basically. Oh yeah, there's a couple. So you can see the rounds. They're circling this way. You know what I mean? These were fired first. And these two, so they're like whizzing by them. You can't really see, there's not really enough light to see all the detail. See, I got a little bit of cross hatching going on in there. Just going with the flow of the shape, to make it look like a shiny, hard, reflective, almost kind of surface, not, you know what I mean? And then in here you can see them shaping it out. I got the boosters on the boots. And you can see everything closer has a thicker outline. You know what I mean? Then as it recedes, and also you kind of got to go. You kind of got to not only go thick to thin as things regress into the background. You also have to go thick to thin where the light is hitting more or hitting less. Which side the lights, depending on which side the light's on. All that stuff. You can see his, I think maybe like missiles can launch out of here. You know what I mean? He's got a couple of missiles. He's got I'll have to, equip him with clips for his machine guns and stuff like that. I don't know. Stuff like that. I obviously got to put change his wings here because I put those things on him there. You know what I mean? Or maybe he has different attachments. Who knows? That could be whatever. You can tell it's the same guy. Everything's the same except the wings. So this is called an opening splash page. And you kind of have to show, what's going on. And I kind of broke the rules by throwing in these two panels, but I want them in there, you know what I mean? But then this is all open sea behind them, like oceans, or the water, and there's a boat down there where the machine guns are at. And it's basically some drug lords. And thanks for your input on the backstory there. Let me see. About you know, how the drugs are in transport for like some rich politician's wife or something like that. That was a good that was a good idea. That was I forget. I know who said it. I just want to make sure I get your name right. You'll have to forgive me because I haven't talked to a lot of MGTOW in a while. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Where did I go buy it? Johnny Midnight. That's who it was. Johnny Midnight. Thanks, Johnny Midnight, for the input. I'm taking a break from drawing now anyway, but I've like I said, I've roughed it out. This is the cover right here. Death Angels. I was thinking, or the Angels of Death, or something like that. You know what I mean? Or Death, or Angels. The Angels of or the Angels, either the Angels of Death or Death Angel Squad. I like Death Angel Squad a lot. Like, hey, you're gonna join the Death Angels? You know what I mean? like they're some kind of rogue vigilante group. You know, like Project Mayhem or something like that. It'd be pretty cool. And they have like followers. You know what I mean? Like militia that show up if they need numbers. You know what I mean? They have to be. They have to get deep. They have to start getting super deep in numbers. I'm finally getting over my cold here, and I got the log tech camera on, so hopefully I won't be shape shifting as much. It's hilarious. I don't know what's going on, but these cheap ass cameras and stuff like that, and also like when I see people live cast, it's like people start shape shifting. It's weird looking, and a lot of it might be like anomalies, but I see some crazy stuff that doesn't look like it would be anomalies either sometimes. So there's some anti-MGTOW content out there, and I was talking to this one guy. He just made a video saying how MGTOW is like feminism, and I'm just all, you know, they don't even say, they don't even really get specific why. They just go, oh, it's just the extreme the other way. No, it's not the extreme the other way. When you're standing up, when standing up for your rights as a gender hasn't worked anymore, so now you're kind of like, all right, you know, F everybody. And you're regressing into, you know, you're doing everything you can to just kind of, you know, protect yourself, save your money. It's more of a boycott. It's like a societal boycott. Like it's like I'm not boycotting any specific one corporation or company or part of this, you know what I mean? It's like a boycott of society. Like I'm gonna do the bare minimum of taking good care of myself because that's all I can do right now. Like you know, society's spiraling out of control all around me. That's not feminism. Feminism is men, I hate men, and getting men. They don't sit there. Do you hear the feminists talking about the courts? Do you hear the feminists talking about, oh, my girlfriend can't pays child support every week out of her paycheck and alimony, but only sees her kids like 3 times a month? And they're trying to say, you know, do you hear any feminists talking about that stuff? No, it's all, I can't find a man because men are stupid. That's all feminists talk about. They don't talk about the family courts. They don't talk about the police roughing us up and believing anything a woman says. They don't talk about that stuff because it doesn't go on. And I told him, he was like, you're not making any sense. And I said, I can show you the chat with this guy, or I can point you out to it. And I'm like, dude, I offer anybody to prove to me that the government or the academia or the media, you know what I mean, or society, basically in general, the media, that's all there is really. The establishment, the government, corporations, media, you know what I mean? Courts prove to me that there is biased against women, and not just feminists, women and feminists, as they are MGTOW and men, and I'll shut my channel down. I told him that. No reply, because there is no reply to that. I've got the case solved, mystery solved, everybody. Mystery solved. You can shut my channel down right now. Oh, MGTOW are stupid and we're just feminists. Prove to me that I'm nothing like a feminist. I'm nothing like a feminist, as in I have no rights, even to my own children, unless I'm getting along with my wife, who, whether people are good or not, has nothing to, even if all women are evil, even two decent people can butt heads on an issue because one is being stubborn. You know what I mean? And that's it, relationship over. But the women's like, oh, but I get the kids. So it doesn't matter. Oh, all women are evil. Two just people, good, evil, nothing. You know what I mean? That start out an endeavor together. One can just at any time destroy the other one. No, that's not cool. People in general, not even just women. I've seen it get stubborn over an issue and they can't see the truth, and they'll ruin somebody else's life over it. And then later, 5 years later, be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, oh, you shouldn't have done that? So it has nothing to even do. Oh, I'm crazy. I'm crazy, but I can draw. Can any of my competitors I drew this in a total of a couple hours, while working a job, just sitting here. I'm just like, oh, I'm going to start a comic book, sketch. I did no concept art. There's no concept art. I used no reference really material or anything. I just, out of my head, I'm like, yep, I'm going to start a comic book, Death Angel Squad, Air, Land, and Sea. There it is. Sketch. Like Mark Silvestri, just shaping it right out, just putting it on the paper. You know what I mean? But I'm a talentless beta male. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, hey, what's going on, Terminator? RP, yeah, I think I've proven, hands down, MGTOW men are completely nothing like feminists. No, we are screwed. Prove to me feminists and women are screwed, and that they're discriminated against in the colleges and in academia and in the government and in media and in the you prove to me and show me headlines blaming women for everything going wrong in marriages and everything, and how broke, stupid women are ruining it for men. You show me articles like that, like you see how you see articles that broke, stupid men are ruining it for women now. Women can take half our jobs, and then the media goes, "Oh, women can't find decent men anymore." You tell me that we're anything like, no. Oh, hey kids, standing up for yourself to that bully. You're a bully. You should be letting him take your lunch money. Don't you know violence never solved anything? That's what you're being told. Don't stand up to that bully who's taking your lunch money, because then you're just like the bully. Just hand over your lunch money Don't get upset over it, Stuart. Relax. Or you're just like the bullies that you hate. Johnny Gooch. There's a name for you, Johnny Gooch. So I've proven it, period. But come on, anybody just start, I'm not going to censor anybody. Start posting links to articles that prove that feminists are just like me, that they're discriminated against just like I am. Prove it. Prove it to me. I can prove to you, I can post link after link after link of academia blaming males, the media blaming males, the courts blaming men and not following the law, which is 50-50 custody. We don't need to put in 50-50 default custody laws. The men's rights movement already did it, and they still follow the tender ages policy and give all the kids to the mom. I've proven that, period. And if you don't beg and cry and plead in court and beg and cry like a baby and humiliate yourself, you won't see your kids as a man. If you're the defiant in the least way, even if you're a good guy, never did anything wrong, clean record, clean conscience in a dirty, filthy, unjust courtroom with no jury, no kids for you. If you get defiant, you got issues. Lashing out won't help you, sir. Lashing out won't help you. Will take your kids forever. Anybody prove me wrong? Prove anything I'm saying wrong in here. All right, I'm gonna have to take care of my dog for a minute. Come here, buddy. He's got a little hot spot, so I gotta help put a cone on his head. Cone of shade. My doggy's wearing the cone of shade. All right, I'm back. Oh, I'm itchy, a little itchy. I had to take a shower. There you go. Oh, the man channel. No. So yeah, my dog's wearing the cone of shame right now. He's got a hot spot right there, and he won't leave it alone. So I had to go to the doggy store and get the comfy cone, so he won't have a hard plastic one. And I just caught him doing like, and then he'll scratch it, lick it, scratch it. MGTOW has never been proven. MGTOW has never been proven work. Some only attack the messenger with insults and shaming, but they have no counterpoints why MGTOW is wrong or bad. Oh, wrong. Okay, MGTOW has never been proven wrong. Absolutely. I agree. Can you go MGTOW and still pick up one night stands? You can do whatever you want. I'm not. See, nobody will talk about my channel. You can do whatever you want. I'm trying to unbrainwash you that you shouldn't. That you shouldn't have like any kind of defense mechanisms, and you should just be going along like a sheep with your like blindfolded and ears cut up. I don't want men to they want to give men in America this false sense of you can handle everything yourself. All the other men that are in trouble, they must have did something wrong. And you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be the guy. You're like the prince. You think you're Prince. It's like this Prince Charming, like John Wayne syndrome. I'm just where you think you're untouchable because when you're young, the world is more forgiving towards you. As soon as you turn 18 and your parents kick you out into this world, you find out what most men find out. This world hates you. If you are, especially if you are a decent guy, this world like hates you and wants you dead. It's like the devil runs the world. That's all right, Chad Charming. I just want to break that spell and give and let so that my channel is here so that you live in reality so that even when you think you've met that unicorn, you don't get caught with your pants down and you still got that phone camera handy. And as soon as any bullshit does break out, bloop, I'm recording right now. Yep. And then I guarantee you the bullshit will end and she'll either break up with you or, who knows? There is some good news going on. Like, I mean, although, I've seen and heard it all before, but the guy that I was talking about who had a temporary restraining order on him, didn't know his baby's mama's mom flew up and took over the household. And, he got a restraining order for not going and talking to her, like the exact opposite of what you're supposed to get a restraining order, which is like, no, I'm coming over and we're going to talk. Like, that's like a restraining order situation, I guess. I don't even think it is if you have kids. If you got a baby with a chick and I'm the sheriff, I'll be like, yeah, no, he is coming over and you are going to talk. I would run everything like opposite of the way. It's like we live in opposite world, man. It's not just clown world. It's like opposite world. It's not even funny. It's not even funny, man. And but his girl supposedly had a change of heart right after I did my episode. Maybe she tunes in. I don't know. But supposedly she kicked out her mom. Mom's not allowed back until the baby's born for a couple days, and then bang, she's out, can never come back again or something. And he's in, and everything seems to be cool. We'll see. I'm of the philosophy that if things are bad, they're only going to get worse. That's my until she's going to have to prove me wrong. Yep, there's McManx. Yes, he said the phone cam saved his ass. Do you understand? This is not a game. The phone cam saved his ass. Good. Cheers. I wish I had more coffee. I suppose I should drink some water. I'm going to have to go to bed soon. Tune in for more episodes of Death Angel Squad. Yeah, man. Those phone cams, witnesses, friends, I don't want you to get caught with your pants down like my friend just did. He's still got to go to court. He said his lawyer is saying he's sure he can get us all dropped as long as she pleads the fifth. We'll see what happens in the meantime. Maybe she's reeling him in to get even more on him. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in people's heads. All I know is none of my male friends see their kids nearly as much as the moms do. Very few instances, except like my nephew, who supposedly has custody. And even though the healthiest thing is for a kid to see both parents, he's not allowed to supervise visits with the mother there, because it's like they want either. It's like generally, it's like the main goal is to make sure only one parent has the kid. And it's generally the mom. But in my nephew's case, because my family saw what happened to me and all these other guys, my mom and dad, and we all got behind my nephew. He got his daughter. You got to stick together like a clan now. And then all the families that think alike got to stick together like an even bigger, like Scotland or something. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not a general. I've never been in war, but I believe in God, and I believe God is a God of war, and I believe somehow, things will be revealed to me if I keep, if I search and seek and what I have to do. And one of the things I have to do is run a MGTOW channel where young men get undisillusioned about reality and thinking, because even the guys that I knew were like partially red pilled, like they knew, okay, there's a difference between knowing something intellectually, like how to fight, and then getting in a real street fight with somebody fucking punching you in your fucking face and trying, you know what I mean? Two totally different situations. You see these guys that are really good looking, man, but they act like they're tough. Nah, generally not. It's the guys whose faces are fucking all, you know what I mean? They got cauliflower ear and they're beat up. Those are the guys that have been in a lot of fights, right? And it's like, you got these guys, they've never been in a fight, but they know all about fighting. Same with marriage and kids. They know all about relationships and marriage and kids and dating. But they've had, they don't have any experience, hardly. Same thing. I've seen women lie under oath like they breathe. I have a hard time lying, even to the government. But I will. I mean, I will under certain. Basically, the government's at war with my gender and my race. So the way I see it is, I have to lie to them, I guess, sometimes. Same as they lie to me. They lie. They have no problems lying to me and lying about me. And the police, they're real friendly until they have to just, quote, do their job instead of doing a real investigation of what's going on. We got 5 likes, 12 people viewing. We got DJ Han Solos in the house. Yeah. Oh, that's back to my original point. You can date, you can hit it and quit it. You know what I mean? And I'm not here to coach you, though. I'm here to tell you, good luck. I hope you don't get snagged up like a lot of the guys I see, because then reality sets in. You're going along fine until reality sets in. You understand what I'm saying? And once reality sets in, now now that my friend has to go to court, and they're treating him, even I think one person that knows him, like a cop or something, you know what I mean? Now that he's being treated like a woman beater that beat up like he just beat the hell out of a pregnant girl. No, the cops beat her up earlier. I told you that, not him. But then dropped the charges on her. You can't. I'm telling you. Once you see stuff like that, you know what I mean? Then that's when reality sets in. Now you know what MGTOW Misfit and all these other MGTOW are talking about. And that's the point of this channel, is to try to get you to not have to go into the relationship with all that, almost as if you have been punched in the face. even though you're an inexperienced fighter who hasn't been, so that you learn from our mistakes of being trusting women, getting involved with women, having kids with women. So and I'm out, and I know that, and I'm out here as a guy with no criminal record, so that it doesn't matter if you're a tattooed drug addict, if you're a Pookie or a Ray Ray. If you're a straight up, just decent, hardworking guy, the courts will treat you just the same. That's the importance of my channel, to show the guys that don't have criminal records yet, that are young, that haven't had false allegations thrown at them yet, that even if you're a decent guy like me with no criminal record, and anybody's free to come investigate me, I'll bet you any amount of money, because I can use the money, and you've done nothing wrong, you'll still be treated as though you've done something wrong. That's pretty important for you to understand, don't you think? And don't think I don't know that every now and then, it's super rare, but a man even nowadays stumbles into a woman and has some good luck, and it does happen. Leprechauns are real, you know what I mean, and ends up, but do you really want your whole, you still have, even though that does happen, you know what I mean, you still have to understand the raw deal that you're getting when you shack up with or marry a woman now. Thanks, Johnny Midnight. I know it's kicking butt, huh? I just got inspired to draw again. Johnny Midnight's talking about Death Angel Squad. Death Angel Squad. Da, 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 da. What's going to happen? It's going to be a little on the ultra violent side. 18 and up. Because violence does happen, but I want to show not violence, I want to show force. I want to show like an elite squad of like these 3 good guys that just use absolute all-out force on bad guys, whether they're lone ranger entrepreneurs that are doing bad stuff, or if they're connected with huge cartels and government. They'll either way, they don't care. They'll just raid and kill and take money. Death Angel Squad. Are you joining the Death Angels? And they got like dudes that ride that travel around, but like instead of they're all clean cut though. You know what I'm saying? They're all clean cut guys, mostly, maybe a few tattoos here and there. You know what I'm saying? But when the shit hits the fan, they're like militia dudes, you know what I mean? Fully armored, fully armed. That's their camouflage, is they're like all clean cut and drive around in nice cars and stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Johnny Midnight, I think I'm going to have them raid a family courthouse. Like one of the members is having trouble, family court's stepping in, and they're listening to the scanner and everything, and you know what I mean? They investigate, find out that the guy's telling the truth. He's getting completely screwed over. And so they just like raid the courthouse and grab up the judge or something like that. Something crazy. Yeah, no, that's what's going to happen. Next, this is going to be a short issue, like 10 pages long. They quit. They raid some drug dealers, take everything, and then go back down to the sub and go back to their basically base of operations, and then from there go to their homes and stuff. And they talk about the consequences of everything that they're doing, basically, and what they're doing as they're kind of You know, you get filled in on the backstory. And then the next issue, they're going to raid a courthouse. I swear, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm just going to do a little mini comic for an intro. I'm going to start. I just got to take care of my dog right now. Like I said, he's got a hot spot, but he's healing up now. In a week or so, I should be able to take the cone off his head, and then I'm going to start, you know, going out to the coffee shops around town and drawing right in public. Man, I've basically perfected my skills. You know what I mean? Like I'm just shaping everything out. You can see all the line detail in there, and the wing right there, and the wings. Just shaping it all out. I'm getting good. And I have a clear, and now I have a clear like image, and I have a clear vision of like where I'm going with it now. So it's just gonna go. It's just gonna come right out. When I've already been in this mode before. I did a comic while I was in college, and I gave every issue away, and then I lost my master copy. It was like a little He-Man. It was like almost like, and it was so kick butt. But I was in the same mode when I did that comic, and I kicked myself in the ass for losing it. But you know, I did a lot of cool stuff in college, man. I did this in college. Hey, look, it's Jimmy. Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? But yeah, I have a clear image of where I'm going with it now. I see a little bit of like Will Portaccio, like wet works in this. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go with a kind of scribbly. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, but not as scribbly as Will Portaccio. Yeah, I know. Good, absolutely, Johnny. Absolutely. Things are going good. I'm kicking this cold. I sound horrible. I know. I feel like it's getting on 10 o'clock here, and I think I'm gonna wrap things up. I know you probably want me to do more, and I will. I'm gonna be doing video. We hit the 1,000. I'm over 1,000 subs now. I'm like, I'm expanding, or you know, I'm growing. So now I feel more inspired. So that's good, and I feel more inspired in a lot of ways. Things are changing, and things are just getting better and better in my life. So thanks everybody for joining me. Have a good day or good evening wherever you are, and MGTOW Misfit over and out.